What is going on, YouTube? Today we're back with the Yukon, and I've been going over some things up front to figure some things out, and I've got it figured out. So, we've got some things here. We'll hop in and go over some things. So, I'm trying to fix these, or figure out these daytime running lights in this truck. And I found out that the daytime running light fuse is actually missing. And, which I actually found the fuse. And then I figured out that the daytime running light sockets, the actual bulb socket, is actually still there. You just got to shove down further than, And so I've been messing around. I don't have any 3157 bulbs, which is what it takes. The only ones I have are a red tail light or a red brake light, and you can't run those up front, so it's illegal. But I used it anyway to test it, and it works. There's some issues with the wiring I've got to figure out. Ooh, I don't have any electrical tape. So one thing I forgot. But let's just jump right into it and see what we can figure out. Alright, so I have a whole list of things there, but that'll come later. Alright, so we come up here, open the hood, gotta remove the headlight. Boom. Boom. And then I'm gonna grab a flathead. Alright, so we got the headlight out. It's gonna be the bulb itself for the low beam or the high beam, and then here, the low beam we do not need to unhook. That issue is an issue we will get to a little later. So yeah, then you come down here for this. You get it on this side. If you come down into here, if you look, there's this little tab here. You push that tab, and push that tab, pull out. Oh, it's not. Wow, that did not work right, but it worked. You push the tab, pull out the one side, then you can get this other side out of here. I don't know why that was so difficult, but it was. Yeah. All right, so this is where it all starts, okay? So the daytime running light is this socket here. You turn the key on, put it in gear, it comes on. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. These RGBs, as you can see over here, are hooked up through that. I can't run that on the road. It's just for shows, and I don't plan on ever taking it. Well, I wouldn't mind taking this to a truck show, but it's got a long way to go, and I have a long way to go because I don't quite yet have my license back. But that's why we were doing these things now with this, because by the time I can get my license back in a year, literally just over a year, when I can get it back, this will be ready. Now I'm just noticing that don't line up right, so I don't know what the deal is there. Also, because this is a normal Yukon grill, or a normal Yukon with a Denali front end, I don't think the Denali headlight works correctly. But that actually might be something else, because these are actually the same freaking headlights as the regular Yukon, so I don't know why it wouldn't. But this is where we're starting. So this RGB, you keep pulling up on it, and I just ripped the wires out, but that's fine. Boom. There's the daytime running light. Now, like I said, you turn the key on, put it in gear, it comes on. That's where these come in. Now, I was hoping to get some LEDs, but I happen to sell these at work. I work at a gas station. So for now, we can use these. Now, I do have some LEDs for this. They are just sitting in the reverse lights of the 97 Yukon. And I haven't had time to go over there and get them. But I do have reverse lights for this. That are LED, or 3157s for this that are LED. They're just in the reverse lights of the Yukon, the other Yukon. And while I'm trying to get this fixed now, we will just put these in, and then when I do get over there to get those, I'll just swap these over to it and put these in there for now. Because that thing needs injectors. It needs $400 worth of injectors. I need to get the leaf springs put in it and change the rear end. The rear end's not blown. The rear end's actually perfectly fine. But the parts Tahoe I pulled the leaf springs out of happen to have the rear end that I need, the traction lock rear end. So since I already have them and I have to pull the rear end anyway to change the leaf springs, I might as well put the correct rear end back in it. So that's not going to be driving for a minute. So let's just get these in. I'll show you what we're doing. And yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this socket. Normally you push this in a clip. I think it's in, but it's not clipping. So this is what you do. You hop in, e-brake. Oh, keys are still on my belt loop. Sorry about the finger in the phone too. Put it in gear. Let's put that down just so I have it down. Not working, right? I think there's an issue with the wiring here, and the bulb fell out. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. It won't clip.